I remember years ago, this was in the 80s. Chrysler had an advertisement, and Ricardo Montalban talked about in their Chrysler cars, Corinthian leather. And all Corinthian leather was a marketing concept created by an ad agency. There was no such thing as Corinthian leather. You know where they made Corinthian leather? In New Jersey. Look it up. It was just leather that an ad agency said it'll make it sound richer and more expensive. So they hired Ricardo Montalban, and the Chrysler talked about a Corinthian leather. It was made in Jersey. If you'd have said it's leather made in New Jersey, it's not romantic. So we tend to like stuff that doesn't come from traditional routes. It's more mysterious, and we fall in love with it. And so when people are near to you, the proximity is closer. We nitpick, we criticize, and we're fascinated by things. The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. So an NFL general manager told me, he goes, how can anybody tell me they know what they're getting with Carson Wentz? You never watched him play in college. Who'd he play against? He goes, and the program he came from, they've been dominating way before him, and they're going to dominate way after him. North Dakota State is the Alabama at that level of football, even more dominant than Alabama in the last 6 years. And he only started in 2 of those. In the last 6 years, they're 22-1 in the playoffs. And they've outscored their opponents 755 to 300. How many times has Carson Wentz trailed in a game as a starter? And by the way, they lost 2 games this year. He started in both. He got hurt. And when he got hurt, they won without him. So nobody watched it. Now it's just tape. He played every game indoors. He got hurt at that level. And the conference he played in, the Missouri Valley Football Conference, has fewer NFL players than the Big Sky Conference or the Colonial Conference. So he played at an inferior level surrounded by superior talent. He played for the Alabama. How have their quarterbacks done? He was surrounded by the best offensive line in his conference and the best running back in his conference and the best coaching staff in his conference.